Welcome to the Diet Starts Never podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Nigro, aka Coach Rach. This podcast will teach you how to live your healthiest life in and out of the gym and put yourself first again. Oh, and we get long-lasting results here. I've made it my mission to help my clients ditch the diet mentality and heal their relationship with food and themselves. After transforming hundreds of bodies and minds, it's your turn. Are you ready? Welcome to episode 1 of the Diet Starts Never podcast. I can't freaking believe I'm sitting here right now recording this. My goal for every episode is to keep it short and to the point, so we're kicking off episode 1 with the most important topic, how to unfuck your relationship with food. And just a side note, this is most definitely an explicit podcast, so just beware. During this episode, we're going to get to the bottom of what ruined your relationship with food, learn the proper way to reach a weight loss goal, and I'll even give you some action steps to get started right away. I've been a health and fitness coach for over 6 years, and the most consistent issue I see is lack of knowledge in nutrition when it comes to weight loss, and in return, a miserable relationship with food and complete terror when you hear the word diet. So first, I want you to take that word diet, think about what you think it means when you hear it. Most of us think restriction, fear, we tense up, we think hungry. No longer means that. Erase the word diet from your brain. Diet literally means the way you eat. So if you're a vegetarian, you eat a vegetarian diet. We are going to be learning something called a flexible diet, which we'll get into in a couple of minutes, but no longer means restriction. So let's start with that. Let's take a guess about your diet history, the way you've been eating the past couple of years. You started gaining unwanted pounds maybe in like your late high school, late college years, and thought it'd be easy to lose. So you tried whatever fast weight loss diet was advertised, and you did. You lost the weight quick, but you gained it back and then some even faster. So you tried another quick fix diet, and that's when the roller coaster began. Fast forward to now, you've tried everything to lose weight and can't seem to keep it off. Plus, you're completely terrified of your favorite foods because every diet, restrictive diet, I should say, you've tried told you you can't have them. Does that sound about right? Listen, everybody's story is a little bit different, but it usually has something to do with eating very low calorie and over-exercising to exhaustion. A lot of us think that the lower calorie, the better, the faster and more weight you lose. And yes, it's true. We need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. But there is such thing as being in too big of a calorie deficit and being in one for too long. I'm going to get a little sciencey on you guys for just a minute or two and teach you guys about your daily caloric burn. And I want you to pay attention to this because I'm going to be referencing these terms in other episodes. And it really is important for you to know the science behind how your body works. So there are 2 important numbers you need to know when calculating how many calories your body needs a day. This first number is called your basal metabolic rate / BMR, we're going to call it for short. This is the amount of calories your body burns at rest. If you were to lay in bed all day, your body would still burn X amount of calories, your BMR amount of calories. I also like to think of this number as the minimum amount of calories your body needs to survive every day. So you should be at least eating this amount. BMR takes your age, your height, weight, gender, all into consideration, so it's personal and individual to everyone. My BMR is different from your BMR, which is different from your brother's BMR, and so on. I like to say if you don't use it, you lose it, because as you get older, this number decreases, and it also does as you lose weight. So if you're not eating at least your BMR amount, if you're not putting in what your body is putting out, its minimum amount, then your body's going to have some sort of unhappiness. We'll call it for short for now. So let's get into the next important number, is your total daily energy expenditure, also known as your TDEE. This number takes your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, and multiplies it by your activity level. So this is the amount of calories your body burns every day with exercise, activity in consideration. So even if you are sedentary and work a desk job, your daily burn is still more than your BMR. So basically, your total daily energy expenditure manipulates your BMR to get your total daily burn, because everything increases that BMR. Me sitting here right now talking, moving my hands, rocking back and forth, that is increasing my total daily burn. So it's important to take your entire lifestyle into consideration. So to lose weight in a healthy and sustainable way, you need to be in no more than a 500 calorie deficit. This way you can lose weight slowly while creating new habits to keep it off. So when we try to figure out how many calories you should eat to lose weight, you need to take your BMR and your TDEE into consideration, those two numbers I just taught you. And let me make it a point to say, if you want to maintain your weight, which you are probably doing right now in a not so healthy way, right? You're probably trying to eat less calories, trying to eat less carbs, and you're not losing weight, right? So you should be eating the same number as your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure, to maintain weight. What happens when we maintain weight or when we eat that amount of calories? We're healing our body. We're giving our metabolism a break from constantly working to try to lose weight. So right now your body's unhappy because it's constantly working to lose weight and it's not getting enough calories in. Now, all we have to do is subtract 500 from your total daily energy expenditure to figure out how many calories you should be eating to lose weight. Now I don't really want to get too many into numbers because that's not the point of this episode, but it is important that you know the education, the science behind your body so that you know how many calories you should be eating a day, because it really is so important to the health of your body that it's getting enough energy in, basically. Energy in, energy out is the whole process. So it sounds super easy, right? It definitely has its perks, which I'll explain in a second, but years of chronic under eating plays a massive role in this. And most people will need a maintenance phase, like I just explained, where they eat at their total daily energy expenditure for a few months before entering a weight loss phase. You might be trying to lose weight right now, and it might not be working, which it's not normal, but it's a sign that there is something wrong. Your body is stressed right now, and it needs a change. So like I said, I like to think at eating at maintenance as a metabolism reset. So the fun part, how to unfuck your relationship with food. What if I told you could eat way more than you're eating now, lose stubborn fat, and feel more confident than ever? It's freaking true. I do it every day. My clients do it every day. It's an amazing way to live your life. So once you have your calories calculated, you can eat whatever you want as long as you hit those calories every day consistently. I'm not saying go eat pizza for lunch and dinner, but I'm saying you can have a slice of pizza and still hit your weight loss goals. Yeah, pizza while you lose weight. I know. So for even better results, I want you to track your macros, which is basically just a fancier step above tracking calories. Takes your physique, your body, the education you have about food to the next level. But I'm going to save the macro talk for a later episode. So listen, I don't want you to go balls to the walls eating whatever the fuck you want. This is probably what got you here in the first place. We still need to eat healthy to be healthy and feel good. This is where the 80-20 rule comes in. 80% of your time, you're going to eat healthy, nutrient-dense, unprocessed foods. And 20% of the time, you'll enjoy your fun foods. Pizza, dessert, wine, whatever floats your boat. Tracking your calories / macros will help you understand what your body needs to survive and function properly. It will also teach you about proper serving sizes and make you appreciate your body and make you appreciate your body and what foods you're putting into it. There's no right foods from wrong foods, but there are foods that are better and worse for your body. Realistically, you can eat whatever you want, but if you have cheese for every meal, it's going to leave you bloated and uncomfortable and gassy, which is not going to help you reach your end goal, and it's probably not going to help you keep friends around you. You know what I mean? Okay, so your body is stressed right now, which is one of the reasons why it's not responding to what you're doing. It needs a change, and this is it. If you can commit to living your life like this, not only will it unfuck your relationship with food, but you will be able to reach your physique goal and fall absolutely in love with yourself along the way. I know you're probably feeling a little overwhelmed right now. This is a lot of information, so here are some action steps to get you started. It's important that you know your BMR and your TDEE when starting a health journey. I use a formula to calculate this for myself and my clients, but you can easily go on tdeecalculator.net and calculate yours. I only want you looking at your BMR and TDEE here, nothing else. Ignore the amount of calories it wants you to eat. Ignore, it's going to ask you if you want to lose 1 pound, 2 pounds a week, gain weight. Ignore it. Don't click it. Don't do anything that it says except for those two numbers. Next, you're going to simply start tracking your calories in MyFitnessPal. It's going to ask you questions about your goals. Just put that you want to maintain your weight and ignore the calories it gives you and just track what you eat and drink. It's still going to give you an amount of calories at the top, but I want you to just track your calories. Tracking calories can be very eye-opening, and after a few days, check everything out. Look at how many calories, grams of protein, fats, carbs, fiber, nutrients you're getting in daily. You will probably find that foods you thought were super good for you aren't the best calorie-wise and vice versa. I want you to understand things like how much protein is in 4 ounces of chicken and how much fiber you need every day. By knowing these things, it will give you the confidence to go out and make the right choices for your body. Not because you feel forced to, but because you want to. The days of going out and ordering a salad are over because this will teach you how important each macronutrient is for your body. You'll quickly realize that a low-calorie salad that makes you feel like a freaking rabbit while eating it does more harm than a rice bowl at Chipotle does. Finally, adjust accordingly. If you're averaging at 1,200 calories or less a day or eating below your BMR, something's got to change. This is just not enough for your body to survive off of, especially if you're exercising and trying to get that toned look on top of it. To be toned, you need to have muscle. The definition of toned is literally having enough muscle and a low enough body fat percentage that you can see the muscle. So I promise you, you will not get bulky. You need to eat to gain muscle to look toned, and you need to eat a proper balanced diet to have a lower body fat percent to maintain that lean physique to look toned. Healing your relationship with food takes a lot of hard work and constant reassurance to trust the process. But if you're patient and consistent, the results are literally life-changing. Food is not the enemy, and less is not more in this case. Eat the foods you love and remember all things in moderation. I truly encourage my clients to look at food as fuel for your engine as opposed to something that's going to make you fat. The sooner we can connect to food in that way and realize that it's our energy source, it's our life source, what makes us survive every day, the sooner we can get results. We are training and working hard to live a healthy lifestyle. Once we start focusing on being healthy, the rest comes without question. Your physique changes, your energy changes, the way you carry yourself, your confidence, all is elevated. We're going to take your current lifestyle and elevate it. Never going to make a drastic change, but if you're here and if you're struggling, something's got to give. So take what you will with it. Let's start those action steps. And that's a wrap on the first episode of Diet Starts Never. Next episode, we're going to get into the exercise side of things and talk about why doing hours of cardio will dig you deeper into the I can't lose weight hole. So thank you so much for listening. If you learned something from this episode, please share with a friend and subscribe for more. Have a great day, guys.